platform 17 for the...
Fun fact, these headphones are finished in a material called ABS, which is made from recycled car parts. These are the Sony WH1000 XM5s, and they're the successor to the WH1000 XM4s. This was a wildly popular, award-winning headphone, and it dethroned Bose as the king of noise-cancelling headphones. Naturally, I have high expectations from these headphones, especially at £380. Seeing the headphones for the first time, you'll notice the most obvious thing, which is a brand new minimal design. It's clean, it's simple, and if you didn't notice the logos on the ear cups, you'd be forgiven for not knowing that they're a pair of Sonys. The most distinctive feature of this new design has to be the headband. It's what Sony calls a noiseless design. The idea is it's a stepless headband where you can pull it and contract it as much as you want to get the perfect fit. In practice, I find it works really well. I would expand these out to the maximum setting, stick them on my head, and then squeeze until it feels comfortable. And that's how I get a perfect fit every time. Another design feature on the XM5s are the enormous ear cups, which make me look like an astronaut on Zoom calls. I didn't think the ear cups are too small in the XM4s. My ears fit in them just fine. But if you have larger ears, I'm sure it will be appreciated to have that extra room in the XM5s. Given this is a real world review, there are two things which stood out to me that I think you should know. The first thing is the feel of the headphones in the hand. Because they're made from synthetic leather and recycled materials, they don't feel that premium, but at the same time, they don't feel that cheap. I got used to it pretty quickly. But if you're looking for something that's a bit more premium, a bit more like a metal feel, then I would highly recommend you check out the Bose Noise Cancelling 700s. The second thing is the new design means that the headphones don't fold flat. They just do that. That's a bummer because now it takes a larger footprint in my bag and I can't take it to places where I think I might be able to take them to because I have to consider just how big these headphones are. Most importantly though, the sound is everything I expected it to be. Remember, like most active noise cancelling headphones, these are not designed to be a faithful recreation of what you might hear in a studio. These are not professional grade headphones. They're consumer headphones. That means that the bass can be a little muddy and creep into the mid-range. Plus, the treble is a little overemphasized at times. Personally, I love it this way for the kind of music I listen to, but if you don't, you can always go in the app, find the EQ, and then tweak the settings to whatever sound profile fits you. Sony redesigned the 40mm drivers found in the XM4s into a 30mm carbon fiber composite driver. And the reason being is because they wanted something that was super lightweight, that was gonna make the headphones as lightweight as possible without compromising on performance, on sound quality. I find the sound to be a little more open and detailed on the XM5s versus the XM4s, but that doesn't mean the sound is outshining it. It just means it's ever so slightly better. From my end, there's no complaints here. It's quite bass heavy and I like it. What makes these headphones so great is that it can deliver that sound on the perfect soundstage. Silence. Or at least getting as close as possible to that. The noise cancelling on the XM5s are an improvement on the XM4s, hands down. It handles road traffic, voices, other ambient sound really, really well, like a bit too well. In the past, I would never use transparency mode. I'd either have noise cancelling on or off, but with these headphones, the noise cancelling is so good that I've actually started to use the transparency mode because it could be a little bit dangerous in some environments if I can't hear anything. This noise cancelling is made possible by the 8 microphones you find on the XM5s versus the 4 microphones you find on the XM4s. So with these extra microphones, you'd expect to sound clearer on phone calls, but that's only partially true. What it does a great job of is isolating your noise versus the ambient noise that's around you. But the voice note it picks up, like my actual voice that you're hearing, is not that great quality at all. It's actually really bad. That's a shame because in my review last year, that was my biggest criticism about the XM4s, or one of my biggest criticisms. It was the microphones. It's disappointing because I know a lot of people will be considering these headphones to work from home with, not just using to listen to music on your commute. I find myself switching to my AirPods because they're a little bit more discreet, but they're also a bit clearer. 2 months in, you pretty quickly realize that there's a lot of stuff here that we've already seen before. There's a familiar power button on the left ear cup, touch controls on the right ear cup, and the soft, lightweight form factor we've grown used to. There's USB-C fast charging, the same 30-hour battery life, and a ton of smart features. You'd think Sony have made subtle improvements to this pair of headphones that I've grown to love and adore. Improvements hopefully in all the right places. But I find myself reaching for this less and less. In fact, I'm actually getting rid of this pair. I don't want to use them anymore. The reason being is that the case is awkwardly too big and the headphones don't fold flat. Because the case is quite wide and in an awkward shape, I can't actually put it at the bottom of my bag and stow it away neatly at the bottom. I have to prop it up like a laptop, and that takes up valuable space. The headphones don't fold flat, which is quite a nuisance because if I'm going out to see some friends and I don't want to take a bag with me, it means I have to take the pouch to store it in, or I have to hold the headphones around all day, or it has to sit around my neck like this. And it's not that comfortable when you're wearing a jacket or a hoodie or something, just to have these headphones around all the time. And how can someone have a serious conversation with me with headphones around my neck like that are as big as this one? My take is this. The XM4s are like 99% of the headphone that the XM5s are. Yet the XM4s suit my lifestyle and my traveling needs so much better than the XM5s. There are times where the lack of portability is really frustrating. Something else to think about is, with the money I save on the XM5s, I could afford to buy XM4s and AirPods. If I have XM4s and AirPods, I could use the AirPods when I go to the gym or when I'm on a work call. And then I can use the XM4s when I'm traveling or when I'm like video editing on my computer. It's the best of both worlds. Something to note, in the 2 months since I've owned these headphones, they've gone from £380 to as low as £320. But so have the XM4s. In fact, I've seen them as low as £180, which is half the price. That's such a bargain for what is still such a well-reviewed piece of kit. Like last year, everyone's raving on about the XM4s. These are the best headphones money can buy. And you can get that for £180. That is super accessible, and again, means that there's some money on the table to get yourself a pair of AirPods if that's what you want. There are gonna be some people who love the new design, or they absolutely have to have the latest and greatest. In that case, go for it, get the XM5s. But if you're someone that's considering upgrading from the XM4s, or you wanna buy your first pair of noise cancelling headphones, then I would strongly consider going for the XM4s. So I've already made a review for those headphones and I'll link it up above.